Hello everybody, it is Christy. Welcome on in. I am in an event tonight. We are waiting just for a few more minutes because Miss Jenny from Rose House Crafts is finishing up, and up after me is Sheila with Sheila's Little Treasures. Can't wait to see what she does tonight. Krista is hosting our event tonight in the Stand Tall Crafting group. This is going to be our last little event for a little while, just to give Krista a well-needed break, and I will still be coming to you live every first and last Tuesday for some journaling, and you guys know me. I'm always here Thursday, and I try to pop on every once in a while for other crafts. There's my CBFF, hello, and there's the sweet Krista, hello. Welcome on in, everybody. So today, I'm going to try to talk loud enough because it is raining and it's going to get really loud in here. So welcome on in. Thank you very much, Krista. I appreciate you having me, and I'm honored to be here in our last little event for a while. Hello, hello. I had to get a drink because I am so thirsty. Hi, Kendra. How are you? So if you are on my Telegram, you did kind of see a little sneak peek on what we're doing tonight. First, I have to show you. Hi, Jenny. Jenny, I have got to get my jelly roll. I have to get my jelly plate out and practice some more, my friend. It's been a while. Yay, I'm so glad you'll be visiting us. Aw, Krista, you're so sweet. Okay, so I'll step back for a second. I did move some things around the craft room. It is not done. This is turmoil still for me, but I did somewhat get a little bit organized, so I may know where things are today because I just rearranged a little bit yesterday. So there's Sandra. All right, you guys. So today I'm going to show you how to make a little folio for your journal. This could be a little insert. Or, hi, Ronnie. Ronnie, I gotta go back and watch you today. Thank you for opening the craft box and remembering the saying. It's been a while since I had to say it myself. I'm gonna try to see you guys because my glasses are messed up. So I'm gonna show you a little folio. It's just a little insert that goes into your journals, or you can put them in your Bibles. You can put them your planners, wherever you want. It's just a nice little separate place to keep things separate and a fun way to do it. Hello, Snow Fox Designs. If you have jelly roll, please share. I know it. We all need a little jelly roll right now in our lives, I'm sure. Hi, Patty. So this is one that I made, and I'm going to be showing you how to make one out of a file folder today. So this is the one I kind of whipped up this afternoon because we were really busy at work. I missed most of my sweet friends today in the event. But basically it is a little pocket. We don't have to, that could be just a little tuck spot. You don't have to glue it, but we can glue it. And it's a way to keep like little photographs, maybe church bulletins. And we're going to do this, and I'm going to show you how to do one. We're going to decorate it and fold it and everything together. I'll probably do 2 of them so the people that are coming in later can kind of see how I did it. So I hope you like what we are doing. Now, the first and foremost thing that you need for this, this is not of a 12 by 12 paper. I'm sure you could do it. It'll be a little smaller. But we are going to be using our file folders today. That's right. So let me show you. Recently, I went over to my friends over at Bottom of the Bin, and I got all of these file folders. And it's okay if they're written on. We are going to be okay. We are going to decorate and do our thing as crafters. So let me show you. Chrissy's going to be a little bougie. So I did get these. I'm going to show you how, like, what I got for what. These, I believe, these are at Walmart, and I think they were $6 or $7, and there's 25 of them. Now, I make my little sticker books, which I have shown you guys before, I believe. My little sticker books. I make these out of the file folders as well, so that's why I have so many. In case you're wondering, I did not go out and buy this just for this craft, but it is so It has so many uses for it. So this one was at Walmart. I think they have smaller packs too for a couple dollars. This one was a beautiful pack. We're going to be using one out of here tonight. This was $2.99 for 12 beautiful ones at Target. Or not Target, Ross. This was Ross. Hi, Donna. Hello, Tina. So I'm going to actually be using one of these, and I will grab another one later on because I know we'll have some latecomers, and I'll be like, how did you make that? So we'll do the folding twice, and I'm going to bring my camera down so you guys can see too. But I just wanted to say hello to all of my friends. Now, I'm going to show you how you're going to kind of do this. The only other thing you're going to really need is your paper crafts, embellishments, glue, your favorite glue, whatever you use. I feel like a clown. I'm going to juggle these. Hello, my beautiful golden girl sister. Okay, and your bone folder. Or sometimes I use the back of my scissors because they're a little bit more heavyweight. But to get in the little grooves, it's best to use one of those. So I'm going to move this out of the way and this out of the way. This I will show you later because I have something fun I want to share at the end. Hopefully we get to it. Oh, and hopefully Christy doesn't roast to death. All right. So this is how we're going to do it. Hi, Amy. Amy Kirby. Welcome. And anybody that's new to me, please feel free to follow. And I do repost most of or all of my videos on YouTube when we're done. After the 30 days, it goes over to YouTube and you can watch it and reference back anytime you want. And there's my sweet Kimmy. Kimmy, we're making, and anyone that just popped on, we're making a folio from a file folder today. Okay, this was not my idea. I can't remember the artist that did, but if I find the video again, I'll definitely tag her. But I have been working with file folders for a while. All right, you guys. So you want to decide if you want to have, well, it actually probably doesn't matter, but you want to decide how you want your file folder or your little folio to go. If you want more of like a tab at the bottom, then you would fold it a certain way, or you'll see when we get to it. Hello, Mari. How are you? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do it like this for now. So we're going to go ahead and open our folder up. Let me know if you guys can see. And there's my sweet Estella. So what we want to do is we want to see about how long we want to have this. So you don't have to do half. Some people do half up. Some people do a third up. It really just depends. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball this tonight because it's not rocket science. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of fold my folder up. And I'm going to try to meet my lines where that crease from the folder already exists. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. And I'm going to try to line that up. And then I'm going to start by holding my middle piece. Whenever you're creasing something, in my opinion, whenever you hold it on the middle, whether it's a piece of paper or what, if you hold it in the middle and do each side, it goes much smoother than it goes a little bit less crooked, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to make sure my lines are lined up, and then we're going to start to crease. Okay, we're going to crease just like that. Now we're going to do it on the other side. And if it helps you, if you're right-handed, you can go like this. I'm just trying to, I don't necessarily do this, but I'm just trying to make it easy so you guys can follow along and make your own as well. Hi, sweet Cheryl. How are you? All right. So now I got this like that. So now I have a file folder that I folded up a little bit. Excuse my dog's hair. He's a fuzzy little one. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold it back on its crease again, just so that I can kind of get everything straight and extra, I'm going to say extra folded. I'm not using any technical terms tonight. This is just Christy terminology. So get out your dictionaries. And I'll probably use a different term next week. Okay, so this is what you will have. Next, what you're going to do, you're going to then fold this in where your ends will just about meet, and it's okay if it's a little off. It doesn't have to be perfect. Where your ends will meet together. Now, I'm just going to kind of hold that there because I want to go ahead and fold this in here, but I have this tab sticking out. So I don't necessarily want to have it go over the middle piece. It can a little bit, but not too much. So this is how I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and crease it. And if you're having trouble with the creasing, you could use the edge of your scissors very carefully because it's a little heavier to work with, and just kind of crease that down. These are not the same. If you can see what these are, it's a little bit thicker than a regular like vanilla folder. And I know a lot of you have those laying around your house. So you can make these absolutely gorgeous. Okay. And now we're going to do the same thing for this one. And basically what you want to do is you want to have this. This is what I get for using a bougie folder. I call it bougie. Basically, you're going to have it to where your tabs are put together like a puzzle. Okay, just like that. Now comes the fun part, is putting it back together again. So now what we are going to do, if you see this, these are actually going to hold together. Okay, and then that's going to give you your 3 pieces, because essentially it'll look like that. Now, do you have to glue them together? Absolutely not. You don't have to glue them together. But if you want it to open up as a book, it's nice when you glue it together because at least it'll look better. So now before we go ahead and start gluing this, I'm going to go ahead and decorate the inside of this first, only if you wanted. Okay? You don't have to worry about this down here because these are pockets, but you'll understand why we're going to decorate this a little bit. Actually, you know what, guys? It's hot and it's Florida and it's like summer already here. I turned off my fan because it might rain and I'm going to be screaming over the fan and the rain and I want you guys to hear me. All right, so I just picked some papers out. This was my little Americana one that we did, and I'll show you guys that one at the end too. But I took some of my scraps. Just these are best for your scraps that you actually have and for your little papers. So I'm going to go ahead and just do, I think I'm going to layer these inside. Well, maybe not. I think I'm just going to go ahead and lay them on, and we'll keep some of this in here because we can always decorate that later. But you'll understand why here in a second. Hi, Becky! All right, so I'm going to take, you could take some of this off, but I don't care if it's down in there. I have enough paper. But if you guys want to conserve your paper, cut it a little shorter. That way it's not hidden under there, or you can just do it this way. So instead of gluing in here, I'm going to actually glue the edges of, and I don't even have anything down on my table today. It's okay. I'll wipe it all off if I need to. I was doing videos and stuff today on my new desk that is in my new space. It was 90 there? What? Krista? Oh, I bet you all are loving some of that 90 heat though. We just have too much of it. That's our problem. All right, I'm gonna line this up with the very edge of my portfolio and the very edge of my crease. I'm still gonna have a little crease here, but it's okay. Now all of it's gonna be kind of put down. So I just take my bone folder, gnarly storm out there, and I'm just doing my thing. pushing it all down, making sure it stays in place. Especially the part that you're gonna fold the edge on this side. Rainy Kentucky. You hear it, right, Becky? It's raining here. Okay. Now for this, I think I'm gonna go, yeah, we'll just work with that. So I'm gonna go all the way to that end. So you wanna put on your glue first. And if you are new, I always use Scotch Permanent wrinkle-free. Well, this one isn't wrinkle-free, it's just permanent glue stick, but it is the absolute very best glue stick. This is not sponsored. Lord knows I pay for my glue, but I do get it on Amazon pretty decent. Hi, Sue! All right, so now I'm gonna leave a little space there because we do want to decorate it. So then I'm gonna do this. And this is just so it's not so white on the inside. So, and then you could also do something on this side too. But you can actually, before you start folding it, decorate this whole thing. You can color it, Mod Podge something, whatever you want. Hi, Mom. My mom is on here. Okay. So now, essentially, we're going to do those same little creases. Except now we already have that little one that's already made. The little middle one. That was from the actual file folder itself. So this one is pretty easy to do. You're just going to kind of fold it back over. And you can also score this if you wanted a little bit. That helps with the process. If you're wondering what scoring is. Hello, Sheila's little treasures. Howdy, howdy. And there's my sweet Lisa. This Lisa crafting closet. Lisa, I was so inspired by your little live the other day when you went to see your husband and bring him that floral arrangement. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I was telling my husband this because you were very brave to do that on a live. I know that probably took a lot out of you, and you were so great about it because a lot of people probably don't even know where to begin with that stuff. And I've never seen anybody do that before. And I just wanted you to know. I was actually telling my husband about that, and he thought I was pretty cool. So, hi, Wayne. And don't forget, Sheila's Little Treasures is up after me, and our Spider-Man Wayne is after her. So, we still have a few more to go, so don't go anywhere. All right, so I'm going to fold this back down, even with my extra little paper. And honestly, when you're using a vanilla folder, I kind of took the easy way out with this pink one, but it's not this hard because it's not this thick. So it's no biggie though. It does not have to be perfect. That is not what art is about. Okay, so now we have our little folio. All right, so now, hold on, I gotta get my bearings here. How did this go again? Okay, yes, that's right. It goes like this. So no big deal. Now we're gonna go ahead and fold this over again. So essentially, you're gonna fold it back over, but it's okay if you do all this folding because it'll help. See how that buckles up a little bit? Just take a little bit of glue and go back under it. Because I apparently didn't put enough on there. We're not gonna spend so much time on this though, because I want to show you guys how to actually decorate this and put it together and what you could use for it. I go back and forth with my trinkling, but you're right, people don't know how to. Yes, and I don't think people understand that that's, you know, they don't know how to do it, so they don't put the effort in. But I think you would. I think you are gonna inspire some people with that. Hi, Marlene. Okay, so now what you're going to do essentially, and I'm not going to do it until the end because this is going to take a while to dry because it is so heavy. You can actually paper clip these together. You don't have to actually glue them if you don't feel like it. So now we have a little now we have a little folio. You can say portfolio, but it's technically a folio. Now, when I was saying about your cutting and your folding, it really depends. You can do this either way. When we folded it, we had our tab up here and we folded it in. If you want your tab at the bottom like this, you would just do it the other way and just fold them so it kind of like meets at the top. I like it this way though, because if you have something hanging at the bottom, it may not fit into your book just right. So that's important as well. Okay, so let's decorate this baby. So I'm going to show you guys the one that I did. And I know I have, let me see if I can find my, just for giggles, I'm going to go ahead and put some paper clips on this. We will glue it at the end, but I will do another folding trick, listen to me, like I'm a magician. I wish I was, but I'll do another folding in case you guys missed it at the end. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and hold this together with paper clips, just for now. All right, so now this is what it'll look like. This one is the one I did just from that cheap little file folder. I did make it like 4th of July. If you recognize some of these prints, I used this when we made our little thing last week. And I just put a little bit of trim on the front. And then inside, you can put scrap papers if you have a church brochure, picture, sticker, card of someplace you went for dinner. What does the folder look like before? I'll show you, Sue. And then we have I just decorated. Now see, with this one, I folded it first and then I decorated, so I had to glue afterwards, and I just kind of tucked it in there. And then I just used washi tape and my scraps like on the side, and then I just put like a little thing at the bottom here. So, okay. But that's what it's going to look like when it's all done. So now I'm going to go ahead and do a little frame or something at the top. So what I'm going to do is, let me grab my paper cutter, my sweet paper cutter, and I'm going to cut off, because this is obviously too wide for this. So I'm going to cut off some of these roses in a spot where I can use that maybe on the back. So I like that. So we'll probably put that on the front, and then this will go somewhere in between. And then I'm going to keep this out too, because that can go inside and that can go inside. And then I have other stickers that kind of go with the theme. We're just going to mix it up tonight. Okay. So what I want to do, I think I want to put this on some cardstock to make it a little bit more thick, because this is going on the front. Oh, thank you. I've had this top forever, but I do love it. Okay. I actually don't mind the orange. It kind of matches her hair. All right, we're just going to leave a little bit. We're just going to leave a little trim, because I have an idea. I kind of want to use one of my book corners on the front to make the front of it a little bit more embellished. So let me glue this down to I just found this little rusty orange scrap. That's what we're using tonight. And whenever I glue around my edges first, I've noticed, and a little bit in, that's it. Especially with this glue, you don't need a whole lot. And I'm just going to use a small little trim. I'm going to take advantage of that part that's already cut. Phew, sorry, I had to grab something to eat there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate you. You are always so supportive to everybody. Your joy is so contagious. I wish the whole world could be like that. Seriously. I'm not just saying that. Your brain is so creative. I'm trying, girlfriend. You know, when you come back from healthcare after a 3-day week, and these poor children have been sick and their parents are going crazy, you know that phone never stops ringing. So I try, my friend. Okay. Put this down here for now. Now, this would be super cute to make with like a paper doll set and have all the little paper dolls like in here. So, and then give it to somebody. Oh my gosh, I just had that idea and it was epiphany. All right, so I made this a little bit thicker so I can put on my book corners. This is what I put on my journals. Honestly, I'm only gonna do 2. And I'm gonna make them opposite of each other just to make it interesting. Because we can put some lace or something else on it. So what I'm gonna do, let's get my tool out, which hopefully I have. Yes, I do. All right, this is gonna be very hard because usually it goes on a book. You see how thick that is? So I usually have like a piece of felt or something nearby, but I don't think I have my little piece of felt, so it's okay. It's just for the top of this. If it was one of my journals or my books, I would use a piece of felt. But we're just gonna kind of squeeze this with our little pliers. Just like that, okay? Oh, you guys are sweet. Okay, and then the opposite side of that, so kitty corner, you could do the other way too. That's just the way I did it. So I'm just gonna kind of squish it down. And what that does is it kind of squishes that metal piece. And you can do this on any type of junk journaling. But that right there, it makes it so much it makes it look so much different. And you know me, I love to do things kind of kitty corner. That's what I call it. My grandmother used the term a lot. I don't like to just leave things straight because if you're trying to glue it straight and you don't glue it straight, then you get mad, and then you ruin your project, and then you get frustrated, and we don't want that. So that's why I don't even try. We're just gonna kind of make it at a little angle, if you will. And I am using my fabric tack for this. Now you can use art glitter glue, you could use whatever you wanted really, but we're just gonna use this because this dries really quick. And I'm just gonna make sure I get my ends, my corners. And yes, I'm gonna put a little bit on that metal piece. You don't wanna saturate it too much, but always cap your glue as soon as you're done using it. The moment you're done using it, this is expensive. Be savvy with it. That's what I did. Okay. Now I'm gonna put it on a little angle here and press down. And if you have like a book or something heavy, you can put that down on it. And now we chat. No, I'm just teasing you guys. All right, I kind of like the way that looks though. Doesn't that look cute layered? I'm liking this orange. This was just like what I had around. Oh, I like this one too. This one actually goes. I feel like we're getting like this rosy pinkish look. I don't want to mix it in too much with that, but we have stickers too, so we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm going to be very careful. But we are going to go to the next one, so we're not sitting here all day. All right, so for this one, I wanted to kind of put in, well, obviously you want to, let's close our corners first. I'll teach you guys how to do that. You don't really need to know, but you could use fabric tack or tacky glue, whatever you want. But I am just going to slip my little glue in here on the very edge. And this one wasn't too straight, but I'm going to kind of adjust it. Ooh, do you guys hear that storm? Hopefully we don't use our power because it's kind of dark outside. You guys, I'll take my tripod and I'll go stand by the window until the daylight goes away. I'll be here. I'm not leaving Krista on her last one for a while. All right, and if you see a crafty friend in here that you don't know, please give them a follow. We're all trying to grow, and it helps us out a whole lot. All right, I'm gonna do, you guys wanna see what the fabric tack, let's try it. I'm gonna show you guys what the fabric tack looks like on the corners. I got a little on this edge, but it's okay. I got a little on me. Hello, Karen. How are you? Welcome on in. All right, y'all. I'm trying to see what other stamps I have. Ooh, that's a good one to have. I'm going to get my stamps out, too, because we'll probably stamp something on the front. All right. Now, if you need something to hold together, you could also use a paper clip or like the little sewing clips if you wanted. I'm just gonna tack that on there real quick. All right, and this is dry, you guys. This one's good. This one's good to go. Hi, Joyce. Welcome. All right. Now, for those of you that are coming in that haven't seen how to make the folio, I'm going to go ahead while this is drying up a little bit before we decorate that. I'm going to go ahead and fold another one for you. So this is what we're making, the little folios to go inside your journals. And we'll finish up in just a minute with that one because I'm not sure. I really like that, but I want to add my pastels in the middle of them, I think. All right, so we're going to take a regular folder. You guys, these are much easier. So we're gonna do a summertime one. So if you guys, oh, thank you for welcoming her. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. All right, so this is what we did. If you missed the very beginning on how to make this, you can always go back and watch replay, but I'm gonna do it one more time. So if we want our little tabs up here, we're going to go ahead and fold our bottom. If we want our tabs down here, it'll kind of be toward the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my tab in the upper right hand corner, the one that's sticking out the most. And then we are going to fold up. We are going to make sure our lines, sorry guys, I'm kind of blind. We're going to make sure our lines meet up. And I like to hold it in the middle and crease it this way so it's kind of straight. Okay, you can always use your hand to guide it before you actually do that part, but all right, just like that. Now, see how our lines meet? So that's all. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. I recognize Karen from my friends' lives. All right, that's all we did. We just pulled it up like that. Now we're gonna kind of meet them in the middle and we're gonna make these almost touch, our little tabs almost touch, almost like a puzzle piece. So I don't wanna go past that middle crease already that the factory made on the folder. So I'm gonna go a little bit before. And again, I like to start in the middle and make my crease that way. It helps. See how easy this one is because it's not a bougie folder. I don't know why I make life hard on myself. I just do. It's me. I have to be different and special. Sometimes it gets annoying. Hi, Karen. The other Karen. I'm more Karens. All right, and I did the same thing with this one. All right, I hope everybody is following so far. So I have my file folder. We folded up, and then we met in the middle. So now we have this. Now we're gonna go ahead and make our final creases, just to kind of help the stamina. This I did a little bit crooked, but that's okay. We can always go back over and crease it again if we need to. Now we're going to fold it back, and you see how it kind of gives like, and you can even keep it like that and have it like kind of fold out if you wanted. That's really up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and glue this one so you guys can see how it glues together and how it kind of peels like a book. And how much time? Oh, I have plenty of time. I thought we're running out of time and I was freaking out. And Sheila's Little Treasures is up after me. All right, so basically opposite to how the file folder came, you're just gonna stick those two back pieces together. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. If not, please message me with any questions. And I have a feeling I'm gonna end up doing a little tabletop tutorial with this as well. All right, now I'm gonna sandwich them together. I'm gonna use the big boy on this one. I'm gonna use the back edge of my scissors and fold them together like this. Now, could you make this from other paper? You absolutely could. Love this eyewear. Where did you get the pretty folder? Oh, the pretty folder came from Ross, believe it or not. But I've seen them at the stores. This is what they look like. Ooh, I like the gray one. This is what they look like here. I think there was 3 or 4 of each. So I think it was a 12 pack for $2.99. That's cheaper than Walmart. Walmart I got the bigger pack, but I spent, I think, $5 to $7. It is pouring here. Do you hear it? Oh my goodness, I know. All right, so now we have, this is what it looks like when you glue it all together. Christy missed a spot. Probably because I'm running out of glue. Whenever you see that green on your glue stick, that means you're running out of glue. It's time to get more glue. I know, I wish there was something I could do about it. Unfortunately, there's not. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Now, it would be really cool since I left this one was done almost the same. I had a little, we don't always have to have it so even, but that would look cool with a piece of washi tape down the side. But that's what it's going to look like. Now what you want to do is glue up your sides. I'm going to use the rest of this one. We're going to toss this one. That way your pocket is intact. Because these pockets are already folded over, they're intact. And you don't have to. You can leave it open. But stuff will fall out, so I would tack it if you wanted to. My dog is sitting here like asleep. Love the sound of that rain. Oh my goodness, it's definitely pouring. I know, it already did earlier today too. Okay, so does anybody else have questions on how you actually make this? It's from the file folder. I'll see if I can play around with some of the larger papers, the 12 by 12, because those are cool. Yes, the rain, but those are those. All right, so now I've got to cover this, you guys, because this is driving me crazy. So I think I'm going to put one of these on there. So I'm going to show you another tool that you guys may already have in your craft room, and that is scissors. Great way to use folders. Yes, absolutely. Hi, Sarah. Some of you may already have these little cutters. They're from Fiskars, well, most companies, or they have like different designs. We're gonna cut one up and see what it looks like, because I'm dying to cover this part up that I don't like in my journal very much. So, and like I said, this is a great way to cover the inside with all of your scraps that you have. I'm gonna talk louder, okay? I'm sorry, you guys. I can't do anything about my rain. All right, now, see how I have that white spot there? I'm gonna glue that in there now. It is a little bubbly, but it's all right. We're just gonna use the glue. We'll get rid of that soon enough. And then I'm gonna just kind of line it up with the top of my folder. And just press down. You guys can use anything you want. You could even do this probably with like Amazon mailers. You could even like cover one with cover the inside of a file folder with an Amazon mailer. Whatever you wanted, guys. All right, so that's the inside of that side. See how that's pretty? And now I have this side and I have this side, which is white. This, we may do something else. I need to get more of my color coordinated paper. All right, I'm gonna wait until it's about 10 minutes till before I do the other. I have some of my ephemera pieces. Let's do a book page. This is the one that I already set aside for cutting up. Thank you guys for the hearts. I'm just gonna cut it up. We're just gonna rip it. I love rip book pages for decorating. I think it's awesome. And who says they have to go the right way? I think I'm going to go ahead and glue it in here, and then we will cut out the back. And I'll show you guys how I do that. So I'm just gonna kind of go around my edges. I don't want to go over too much because I'm going to cut some of that. And I just noticed this book page has a potty mouth word on it. It's okay, we'll cover it. It's okay. All right, now I'm going to take my scissors and cut out the back. And the easiest way, I do this with my ATC cards all the time, the easiest way to do that is you just cut it from the back so you can kind of trace around, almost like you're die cutting something or fussy cutting something. I couldn't find that word. You guys, words are hard today. Coming back from a 3-day weekend's hard. I am going to cut some of that folder off. So I already glued that on, so that's good. All right. Don't look at the potty word. We're going to hide it. We're going to hide it. Looks like I am in for some rain too. Oh my gosh, is it raining everywhere? Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, we're going to have fun with our little things here. These, I think, came from Sandra. Sandra, I think you sent me these, but I'm not entirely sure. We're going to just kind of decorate this and see. I'm going to keep that in there as like a little thing. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to put this butterfly on the front of it for an embellishment. So we're going to leave that aside. I do have this cute little tag, which I'm going to poke my little hole out. You guys probably didn't even see that, but we can put a little, oh, it says sweet on it. Oh, that's even cuter. Oh, well, we're going to just leave the tag on there like that then. Okay, I keep using this for the front. I better decorate the inside. All right, I have these. Oh, this one's pretty. This one says family. These are pre-cut holes, y'all. These are just like little ephemera pieces that I have just sitting here, waiting to be used and begging to be used. I think I'm going to put the word family there. That way, in case it's a family picture. You're supposed to, we were supposed to get rain today, but now it says tomorrow. Hello, Marsha girl. How are you? We're in the Stand Tall Crafting group. And we are going to miss the lovely Krista for a little while. Y'all, I don't know. I want to just, while I'm gluing these little pieces in, you guys can watch me. But I don't know if any of you truly know what it is to put on a lovely event. But it's a lot of work. So when people put on events, it really is truly like a job, and it's a lot of work. So be sure to thank, you know, the people that do these events, even if it's just a emoji, because it is really important to them. I know I put my heart, my husband will tell you, besides him, I'm married to this page. I put so much heart and soul into, you know, this page and what we do, just to inspire you guys. So don't forget, when you hit a like button, or when you say good morning to like your favorite people, it really truly does mean a whole lot to us. So we're just playing. We're just playing in a portfolio, Marsha. All right, so now I want to put something on this, and I think I'm gonna cover the birdie with the potty mouth. We're gonna do some journaling. Actually, I like that there. And I think we're just gonna, it's just a small word, so maybe I'll just put that there. We're just playing. Again, please, these are not perfect, and I'm just kind of working with what I have here. So. All right, so we'll put this here. And then I did get out this stamp for a reason. I don't know if you guys can read it, but it says, because nice matters. Nice does matter. So we're going to stamp it on here. Let me get my little birdie friend on here though. Give me one more quick second to put, I'm going to cover this. This also says sweet. If I had to read this sentence to you, hey stalker, it says, he left his something and buried in the throat of something, and then it said the potty word, and it says, I'm drunk. So now it says sweet, I'm drunk. Now it's just total sense, right? Oh my goodness. Again, we're winging it tonight with our little birdie friend. We're totally winging it. But I absolutely love just kind of piecing things together to see how they fall. Nothing ever has to be perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say be nice matters, or because nice matters. Ooh, that storm. Are you all laughing? I'm going to just stamp it right in here. Yay! It smudged a little, but that's okay. All right. You guys know I'll do a little video. I gotta get better at it. We were actually cleaning, so I can make these videos. All right, now we gotta do our front, and then I'm gonna show you how you can put it in your journal, and then I have another little thing that I wanna do. So, cause your girl can't do one thing, she's gotta do 50. So I'm gonna put down the little message that says sweet first. And then I have this little pretty butterfly, and I'm pretty sure this did come from, you love my new view. You love my new view? Did you see it, Marsha? Oh, it is not done, my friend. My husband is actually taking part of the wall down. So I'm gonna have to get rid of one of my racks and probably consolidate a lot of my ribbon. but it's okay. It's all gonna come in the end, and I really been wanting a nice, like, peaceful, crafty space, and then have my live at a different angle. So we'll see how that goes. I will keep you updated. But there's the front of this. I know it doesn't match, but nothing has to match. Sometimes matchy does not always go. I'm a matchy person, but I also like mixing and matching things. Mixing things. Another sweet little thing would be to put like a little lace down here, but this is your little folio. Okay, that's what we made. Now, this is the one I did for the patriotic. I worked on this a little bit. Now, what goes in here, you might ask? Well, if you are going on a summer vacation, or if you're just taking a day trip somewhere, if it's places where they have, you know, the ephemera, like the maps or things like that. When I went to Arizona, I got the little, what is it called again? The brass armadillo. I had to look at the tag of my bag over here. I took everything they had. I took their map, I took their business card and their little brochure. This would be a cute little addition to just talk about your day, or write down your day, and, you know, maybe add a picture. Me, Beth, and Sandra took pictures of that. So that would be so awesome just to kind of put in here. So it's just kind of an addition to your journal. So this is what you're going to do. Now, let me get my journals real quick, because some of you may be like, oh, I don't have a journal. I don't have a handmade journal. You don't need a handmade journal. It's great to have a handmade journal, but if you're just starting out, you can find some of the simplest little journals at Dollar Tree. I think that's where this one came from. I know this one came from Dollar Tree. They're just very small. This one came from Five Below. This is a little bit more fancy. As you can see, I've used it. You love the patriotic one? These are actually from Michael's, and they always do clearances, like after, like they run like a season of things, and then they always do clearance. I got these 4 journals for $2. These are like for giveaways and things, but I'm just showing you. These are from Michael's. You don't have to have a large journal. You can have a small journal. Now, the way you would put these in your journal is you can just put them in there, but then you'd have things falling out. So what you will do is they have these things. I'm going to show you them. I'm going to show you what they are. I think I got these off Amazon, but I think you can, I'm pretty sure you can get them at Hobby Lobby, Staples, Office Depot, your supply stores. They're called Bright File Bands. This is what they look like. These are amazing. They're not very expensive. These are amazing. I want to just show you a picture of the back of everything that you could use these for. Not just, you know, all kinds of crafts, not just paper crafts. But what they really are is they're just a very large size of I almost said bandanas, of rubber bands. Oh my gosh, I can't speak tonight. But they do come in different colors. I'm sure you can get them different, you know, neutral colors. But what I do is I take that band and I put it through, probably my back page or maybe my front page. It probably doesn't matter. Actually, hold on. Let me rephrase that. You want to find where you want to put it in your journal. It's almost acting like a bookmark. And then you put this little file band in here. That's what they're for. And then all you do is slip your little folio in here. And voila, you have your journal. Say you've been working in this for a while, you have your Bible study, whatever. And then in the middle, you have this beautiful folio that you made with like your church bulletins or pictures, cards, whatever you wish. It's got pockets on all the sizes to put things in. Temu has them as well. Yes, I bet. And then it just kind of goes in as like a little insert. And if you don't want to use this, that's fine. You can take ribbon and tie a little ribbon in the middle of it. You can take string. I'm trying to think if I have my ribbon. My ribbon's in the other room. You could take whatever you wanted, guys. Anything you wanted. And put that to kind of hold that together. And it just is a nice little addition to your actual journal. Okay. So, a couple things I wanted to talk to you about. It is summertime. And our Miss Sheila, oh, I almost forgot. Miss Sheila Sheila's Little Treasures is up after me, and I'm super excited to see what she does. Hopefully my power doesn't go out, because I'll still watch you in the dark, Sheila. Okay, so it is summertime. A lot of people go on vacation. A lot of people take their kids, or they're looking for things to do. So, first of all, I want to say, check your little libraries, check your local libraries that is in your area, because a lot of them always have some fun activities to do to keep the kids busy during the summertime. And this even goes to the grandparents that may be watching the kids over the summer break, okay? Share this with your friends. It is super important, and since my longtime followers will tell you, I think the very first year that I did this, we made a journal. And it's basically to do for the kids. So you can put any type of, you can give them little prompts to write about. It keeps the kids engaged with writing and reading and actually using paper and not electronic tablets. And it keeps them engaged during summertime. And it's super important. I recommend, even if you don't have anybody, if you know a family that has kids, go to the Dollar Tree, get them a couple of journals, and give them like a little couple writing cards. Everything can be super expensive. You don't have to keep it. You can keep it very simple and encourage them to write and read and engage with their stuff this summer. Even if it is going to, the mall or the local tourist center, the parks, a lot of these indoor educational activities, a museum, have them grab different little brochures and things and color them or glue them into their book, and it keeps them so engaged during the summer. I cannot express to you how much that means so much for the kids to kind of retain some of that before they go back in the fall. So that's my little spiel of the night. I don't really have anything else except for I will show you guys that are new. I did move my craft room around a little bit. So I have over here, I have my white shelf now, and it's not done. So I still have my paintbrush popcorn buckets up there and some of my fabrics from Dollar Tree. And then, I'm sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy. And then I have a lot of my bead stuff there. And then I moved this shelf over so you guys can actually see my signs, sort of. And of course, you guys know this is all of the fun, happy things that make me me. So, hello, my sweet Nora. How are you? But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me see. I think Miss Sheila's probably getting ready. You're welcome, Sandra. And that's even if you homeschool too. I mean, that's just all summer. So, oh, and then my last thing. Tomorrow I'll be opening the digital tier for the ATC card club. So if anybody is not already in the club, you have an opportunity. I am doing an introductory rate. And I don't mean to plug myself during an event, but please PM me if you have any questions. I did leave a little info on my page. So happy Tuesday night. Thank you, Nora. I hope that we brought you a little joy. I know that you were having a bad day today. So, but yes, that's it. And I'll probably do another tutorial on these just so you guys can get an idea. And maybe we'll even do another one with like a bigger piece of paper, not necessarily a folder, because I know some people don't always have these, but these are very easy to find. So I think that's it. Sheila, are you ready? Thank you so much for joining me. And before I do sign off, I do want to thank Krista one more time for having me in your events. We hope to see you back doing events, even if it is special occasions. You know, please, 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 this crafting community is amazing. You brought together so many crafters and so many friends, and I know I speak for a lot of us when we say that we love you and we appreciate everything that you have done for all of us. So we love you guys. Sheila, I see you're watching, girly, so I hope you're ready to go on. I'm going to sign off now. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so you'll probably see a little Willy Wednesday from Country Family Roots. Don't ask me why I said that, but you'll probably see a little video from me. All right, bye guys. Love you.